Have you heard the popular saying, action speaks louder than words? Most men that fight for the attention of women make the big mistake of relying on what they say, which often are lies and subtle manipulations. This strategy is not worth it, and Sigma men know this all too well. Women pay attention to a lot more than what a man says, and men who put all their efforts into impressing a woman often miss the most important things. There are men who don't fight for the attention of women. Sometimes it seems they are not even trying at all. Yet these men seem not to have problems getting the attention of women. It is almost not one of the problems they consider a priority. How do they do it? Why is it that Sigma men never fight for the attention of women? These secrets shall be revealed in today's video. Number 1. They let go. It sounds odd that the first advice for getting a woman the Sigma way is to learn to let go. But that is the first thing every man must learn. You must know that every woman has the right to turn you down, and when that happens, you accept it. That is right. You don't start scheming and planning how to pester her until she agrees. To a Sigma man, absolutely no relationship can be forced. If she doesn't want you, you move on. Some psychologists call this the abundance mentality. It means you realize the fact that there is an abundance of good women in the world, and you don't have to sulk if just one turns you down. Oh, but she is the most special person in the world, you say. No, there are a lot of special people in the world. No single person is the most special. This is the mindset of the Sigma male. He is realistic with himself and seeks an opportunity in every situation. So if a lady turns him down, it is an opportunity to find someone else. The only persons special to the Sigma male are those that have paid their dues. Those that have committed to being friends or family. These are the only people he knows are irreplaceable. So until a woman has paid this due of loyalty, she is not to be taken too seriously, because she can turn you down and has every right to do so. 2. Sigmas value themselves. The most important person to a Sigma is first himself. It is hypocritical to claim to love others more than yourself when in fact everything you do, even loving other people, is actually for yourself. We are only capable of showing love because it first makes us happy. So ultimately, we should learn to take good care of ourselves. Women see this. They notice how well you care for yourself. If you do not care enough about yourself, she will never take you seriously. Sigma men invest their time and money in being their best selves. It is always obvious in the way they do things that they prioritize self-development above all else. Those who do not value themselves open themselves up to being abused. Not just physical abuse, but emotional abuse too. Women would never take a man serious who does not take himself seriously. So to do it the Sigma way, learn to spend on yourself. Buy yourself some nice things. Eat well and value your time. If you do all these, you show that you are worth something, and that is what women want. 3. Unapologetically honesty. In the intro of this video, a little has been said about just being true. There are a lot of downsides to being dishonest when dealing with a lady. Flattery is good, but it should be honest. Men who rely on building a false persona and engage in a lot of tricks and falsehoods to win a woman over may regret it eventually. The first problem is, you attract a woman to yourself for the wrong reasons. Reasons you cannot sustain, which would eventually cost you more than you are willing or able to pay. If you really like a woman, just keep things clean and honest with her. She would love you for the right reasons, and the relationship would be built on trust. 4. Take control. To take control means to be first composed, then ensure you are in control of yourself and your actions. You are not overly emotional and/or anxious. To be in control means you have taken time to plan your meetings and pretty much figured out what you want to do. For example, taking a lady out to dinner is an activity you need to plan properly and prepare for. This way you have a nice time with the lady and everything goes well. Women love men that put a lot of thought into what they do and always come prepared. It is also important to have limits. For example, if you have a budget for the dinner, always stick to this budget. Don't try to please her and go over the budget. Sigma men are excellent planners, and they always prepare for emergencies. This way, they never lose control of the situation. 5. No pretense. Sigma males are bad pretenders. They do not even bother pretending because they do not have the personality to pull it off. This proves very valuable when resting with women because they do not put unnecessary effort into wooing a woman. They just simply do things their way. The advantage of just being yourself is you attract the right people to yourself. And she also knows exactly what she is getting into. No surprises. Pretending to be someone else can be very draining, and in the end, it only leads to complicated relationships. It is not worth the effort. 6. Sigmas put just enough effort. How much effort should a man put into wooing a woman? The answer is simply, just enough effort. Do too little, and you show that you are not serious, and do too much, and you appear desperate. Both scenarios are terrible, but it is worse when you do too much. So you have to find a balance that leans away from portraying you as desperate. Desperate men would always be taken advantage of. They cannot get respect, and women would never take them seriously. Desperation would make a man spend to impress, cause him to do things he would regret, and in the end, he would feel worse off than he was before. It is simply not worth it. It is important to avoid calling and sending messages when she is not doing the same. You call her and let her call you too. Not allowing the lady to put any effort into the relationship is akin to playing the fool in a relationship. So what should you do? Do things that show you like her. Ask her out, treat her nicely, and let her decide if she wants the relationship. Remember to be straightforward and honest from the very beginning. If you like her, then let her know. That is usually enough in most cases to get the relationship started. On the other hand, any lady that wants you to go through hell for her does not like you, obviously. Don't be emotional about it. Just move on if this is the case. 7. Always be your best. What if you can make ladies like you even before you notice them? That is right. Ladies are watching out for men they like too. Most would never approach you, but they notice you, and they wish you would talk to them. How do you achieve this? This is more likely to happen when you are always at your best. Always be on your best behavior. Treat people with respect, and you will not have to chase women because they would notice your attitude toward other people and recognize you as a man of value. Sigma males are usually reserved, and they pay attention to their social interactions. This makes it easy for women to pick an interest in them. 8. They don't talk too much. Talking too much does more harm than good in every interaction. It is just never a good idea. This is an even bigger issue when you consider talking to women as a man. Despite our society talking down on masculinity, women still have some masculine expectations they want to see in men. A man that talks too much loses his masculine touch. He is seen as talkative and one that is never to be taken seriously. Sigma men do not engage in social circuses. They do not present themselves as the chatterbox in any gathering, and they surely know how to keep their conversations short and engaging. The key is to have a conversation where you both gain some value from the conversation. If there is nothing important to say, it is better to be quiet. This is especially important in a situation where she is still a stranger. 9. They have a life. Sigma's men are always busy with their lives. These men are highly driven and success-oriented. They do not spend the whole day sitting on the couch and eating potato chips. They have something going for them, no matter how small it is at the moment. Sigma men have a busy life, and they do not have the time to sulk over whether women turn them down or not. Men generally find it easier to get along with women when these men actually are busy with their own lives. Women love men who are busy doing something. They want to build with you and be part of something progressive. When you win, she feels like happy to be there with you. This gives meaning to relationships, so women would always value such a man. 10. They show strength. Finally, Sigma men show strength. They do not glorify weakness. Men need to learn to handle emotions and stress. Women want strong shoulders to lean on and a man that can handle stressful situations. Showing strength can be physical too. Stay fit and strong so you can at least lift the couch. Open a stuck jar cover and do basic things that show you are in shape. Women love these little gestures of strength, and men that can show they are capable would not have to stress like others. These are some of the reasons why Sigma men do not fight for the attention of women. These qualities can be developed and are beneficial to men even beyond relationships. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and watch this one as well. Thanks for watching.